It's episode 70 of Robbie's Cooking Sunday, and today we are making, let me just check I'm getting this right, Robbie, the Robbie's Cooking Sunday Deluxe. Is that correct? Right, okay. So the idea of this is we're going to take this bowl, this lovely bowl, slightly Christmassy but perfect size, and we are going to fill this bowl with different kinds of meat and different kinds of vegetables. So I'm just going to put that to one side as our work surface is already rather crowded, and we will come back to that later. So Rob, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of preparation. And Robbie is going to, Robbie is already peeling the carrots. So he's doing a very good job there. What happened to the knife, Robbie, that I gave you for carrot chopping? It completely disappeared. How has that happened? Oh, it's on the floor. Oh, dearie me. How safe. Right, there we go. So just talk among yourselves while Robbie finishes peeling the carrots. And then you're going to chop them, aren't you? Right, shall we get those carrots done, and I think we'll come back to the next bit of veg. So Robbie's going for it. I'm just going to do a bit of supervision so that we don't end up in A&E with chopped fingers. And then we will come back to you to carry on with our veg. Right, that is carrots done and also cauliflower done. You might wonder why we're not using a massive knife as big as we should use. Basically, I was looking to use something that might cut Robbie's fingers if it slipped, rather than taking something to clip them clean off, which is why we're not using such a big knife. Anyway, Robbie is unwrapping the cabbage. So he's going to take the leaves off the cabbage. You need to rip them off. Right, you might want to rip those a bit. There we go. You probably actually cut the cabbage with scissors. That might be easier. There we go. We're getting there. So slightly shonky camera work, but we are getting there. Yeah, very good, very good, very good. Now, while Robbie is doing that, we need to start looking at our meat. So we've got various types of meat here. We've got chicken breasts, belly pork. We've got some gammon here, which is ready to go under the grill. We've got steak, which we're going to do in the griddle pan. I'd take a bit more cabbage out if I was you, Robbie. If I were you. We'll come back to the cabbage in a moment. So we're going to put the chicken and the belly pork in the oven. Now we do need to set a timer for this, Robbie. Do you want to come and set the timer? So let's set the timer for 35 minutes. Do you want to come and do that? No, that's the clock you're changing. Press the plus button. 35. Wonderful, there we go. Timer's going. Right, okay, next job we've got to do. So we've got the broccoli, we've got the carrots, we've got the cauliflower. Broccoli we can do at the very end. We've got peas in the freezer, which we can do at the very end. We've got cabbage. Now you might wonder why we've got quite a lot of stuff. That's because Granny and Grandad are eating with us as well. So we're cooking for extra people today. The next thing we need to do is prepare some stuffing, because we've decided that we're going to have some stuffing with it. So we've got the bowl of Paxo. Can only be Paxo. They really aren't paying us. Not quite sure why they would for our viewership of 10 anyway. But yeah, it is a very favourite food in this house. I'm just waiting for the kettle to boil. And then, right, just Stand back, Robbie. Right, try giving that a good stir together so that the water starts to soak up. Okay, so we've got that. We've got our meat, first bit of meat in. We are going to put the the gammon under the grill in about 10 minutes time and start cooking the steak, and probably in about 10 minutes time actually we need to start cooking the carrots and cauliflower as well. So we'll start doing all of that, and then yeah, we'll get back to you for the next bit. Okay, next bit, stuffing balls. We've just let the stuffing mix cool down a bit, and then we're going to make those into balls. Do you want to do that, Robbie, or shall I?
Yeah, let's make some.
Right, so Robbie is going to make some stuffing balls. I'm going to squash those together to make them look more like a ball of stuffing. Keep going, Robbie. And basically we shall keep going like this because we've got 2 packs of stuffing. That is the biggest lump of stuffing I've ever seen. Right, okay, time for some sous chef involvement, I think. Okay, here are the stuffing balls that we have made. And we're going to put those in the oven. Robbie, can you carry them over to the oven? Okay, shall I put them in for you? It is hot, so I'll put them very carefully so I'm not touching the oven. Right, okay, then the next thing we need to do is to get the veg on. So we've got the carrots and the cauliflower in together because I'm predicting they're going to take a similar length of time. So we'll put those in. And then on top of that, when it sort of gets up to boil, we're going to put the steamer for the cabbage on, and then hopefully I'll be able to find the lid and we can put that on as well. And then we're going to put, at some point, we're going to either put the peas and the broccoli in there, or we'll put them in a separate pan. I haven't decided which. And then we're going to do, we need to look at doing our meat. So I'm going to put the gammon steaks under the grill, and we're going to cook the steak on the griddle pan. Shall we get the griddle pan out for the steak? Do you want to get that out the cupboard? That's quite complicated, this. There's quite a lot going on. Our lovely organised cupboard there. So we need to get that griddle pan very, very hot. So we'll put it on now so it starts to get very, very hot so that we can cook our steak. And then hopefully we'll be able to bring all of that together and have a nice big bowl of Robbie's Cooking Sunday Deluxe. Right, you can tell me when we're filming because I'll need to talk. Thank you, Robbie. Right, we are putting everything together in the dish. This is, yeah, pulling everything together at once is actually quite hard work and quite stressful. So we're chopping everything into bits because we've got to share it between 6 people. So you can see the belly pork has gone in already. Just chopped up the steak there. I've got to get the gammon. I'm just waiting on the chicken because I took it out a few minutes ago and the juices weren't quite clear. So we're going to get the gammon. Just be careful, Robbie, because of that grill pan. I'm just working out where I can safely put the grill pan. Hang on, Robbie, hang on. Just working out where I can safely put everything. These are obviously things that you have to work out before you get stuff out of the oven. Right, can you just turn the oven off, please, Robbie? Can you turn the oven off, the beef off of the oven? You can actually turn the oven off as well. Next bit we're doing is chopping up the gammon. which does look rather nice actually. It's a little bit of a rush to get all this done and cut up before it all goes cold. I don't really want it all to go cold. So right, this is the gammon. That can go in the there we go. The last meat is the chicken. So let's just grab that as yet another thing to take from the oven and to put on the side. Oh, and the stuffing. I forgot about the stuffing. Right, we'll leave the stuffing in for the moment. I think the chicken does look cooked, thankfully. Chop the chicken up into bits. Put that in the pot as well. This has been quite an ambitious one for us, I would say. Quite an ambitious Robbies Cooking Sunday. I'm not sure whether or not, well, I probably will end up attempting something this ambitious again, because Robbie will want me to. There we are. Great, that's the chicken. Right, next thing to do is we've got the cabbage here. Hang on. Right, we've got the cabbage here. We've got the other pan, which is full of vegetables. So I'm going to drain through the cabbage steamer. Okay, while that's draining, I am going to grab some stuffing balls from the oven. Just mind yourself, Robbie. Again, I probably wouldn't go for the health and safety awareness that we are demonstrating here. What's that, Robbie? You want to do the stuffing balls? Right. Robbie is doing the stuffing balls. In a moment, I'm going to very lovingly dump all the veg on top of this. Don't worry if you can't get them all in, Robbie. Doesn't matter. We're going to just grab stuffing balls off the side and start throwing them in. At least it will keep the other stuff on top of it warm. Right, Robbie, I want you to stand back because I'm going to be using a very, very hot pan. Okay, hold that. Right, ready? 1, 2, 3. I can see the top of a carrot in there. Over it goes. Over the top. Let's see if we can just sort of... Okay, well, it's kind of like a cabbage surprise, doesn't it? It kind of sort of looks like a pastry crust going over it. So there we are. There we have it. Robbie's Cooking Sunday Deluxe. Fantastic. I'm sure it'd be very delicious. I'm going to make some gravy to have with that. So shall we say bye-bye to everybody? Bye-bye, everyone. Oh, that's a lovely view of your teeth.